Back again, YouTube. Before we get started, like and subscribe to my videos. Today we're going to do a great job on my 99 Tahoe. And it needs brakes really bad. So let's go. Let's get started. All right. Well, you're going to see right here the Duralast brakes. I purchased at AutoZone. And yeah, I just got those. Gonna need a couple of tools. Got my toolbox out here. You're gonna need a jack. This is the jack that came with the truck. And you need something that this is like a thing to stop the tires. I forget what they call it, but it's like a chuck to keep the wheel from moving. It's very important to have safety. So these are just some of the tools we need. And as we go, I'll show the other things that go along with this brake job. Well, now I'm taking the center cap off so we can start. 6 lugs. And get ready to get the jack up under here. As you see, the jack, I got it under the truck right now. Is in the right position area to lift the truck in the right way. Now I'm loosening the bolts on the wheel, and before I jack it up, you have to loosen the bolts before you jack it up so the wheel won't turn. So I loosen the bolts with the I got it fully jacked up. So you seeing me taking the screws off. They was on there real tight, so bear with me. Wheel turning a little bit. We got them all loose. Is good thing to wear gloves, because these brakes and all different things have a lot of brake dust, and you don't want to get it on your hand. As you see me taking the screws off of the wheel. As I say, screws, little nuts. Yeah, I'm taking them all off. One bolt, little nut, I'm about to get it off. All right. They all off. And now, time to get ready to take the wheel off. Yeah, take the wheel off and set it to the side. All right, this is a good look at the brake caliber and everything that go along with it. All right. Well, you see, the brakes went down almost to the metal, and that's the reason I'm changing them. It's the pads, brand new pads, thick, brand new pads. All right. Well, you will need an Allen wrench to take the screws off the back of the brake caliper. It's 2 screws, one at the top, one at the bottom. And you can use either end of the Allen wrench, but I just like to use the shorter end to kind of get in there and maneuver. And also you need a disc brake pad separator. It come in all different forms. I got this at AutoZone also. You can get smaller ones, bigger ones. All of them do the same job. It's just to open the brake piston. Now I took the bolts out, and now you see the brakes, and they're in very bad shape. Yeah, they in very bad shape, and I'm happy to show y'all that this process. I'm showing you again that the Allen wrench go into the screw, and what it looked like and how it worked. And it go in the bottom. Now I'm taking the brake pads loose and letting you see they are wore thin. They're very thin. Bear with me. I'm just holding the camera and trying to get it loose also. Using a piece of metal to pry it loose. All right, I got it loose. See, it was worn on both sides. And you see the piston. You had to use that separator to spread it, to spread the pistons. Spread the pistons so you can get the new brakes in there. Now position the tool to get ready to press it back into the piston back into the cylinder, the brake cylinder, to so we put a new brake pads on. I'm showing you with my hand that this is the part that the tool is pushing back. As I twist it, it's going all the way back into the cylinder. I'm pushing the piston back into the cylinder. You have to twist it a couple of times till it is no longer can move. The more you twist it, the harder it get. But as I keep pushing it, the cylinder is almost all the way back into the pistons, almost all the way back in the cylinder. Now we're getting ready to install the new brake pads. You see the old one, you see the new one. And also you need brake lubricant so the brakes won't squeak. I also got this at AutoZone, and it get rid of moisture, corrosion, all that good stuff. And you spread it on the back part of the brakes, so any water or moisture get in the brakes, it won't affect it. It won't rust it, or it won't squeak. So we installed the brake pads. Got the cylinder piston all the way in the cylinder. Got the grease. As I grease the brakes, the back of the brakes, rubbing the grease all over the back of the brakes, and also put a little grease around the little screws so they go back in with no problem. Now I have installed the brakes back onto the rotors, and sometimes you might have to hit it with your hand and get it in position. As you see, it's kind of a tight squeeze. So I got this crowbar to like bump it back into place. So once it get back in place, I can use the Allen wrench to tighten the screws back up. And you have to get the bottom in first, as I use the crowbar to get the bottom piece back in. So we got to get back to the Allen wrench to tighten it back up. Now I got the screws in there pretty tight. Got everything looking good. And now it's time to do a very good inspection, make sure everything is right. And now repeat the process of putting the wheels back on. So I got the wheel back on. I got the lug nuts on. So once you get them on, you hand tighten them, and then you go in a cross pattern so you won't over tighten the wheels the wrong way. Now I tighten the nuts up, lug nuts. Now it's time to take the jack from under the car and everything is tight, everything is good. Now I put the center cap back on. Thanks for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.